Okay, so this show is really good right now. I simply can't recommend Star vs. the Forces of Evil enough. So here we go. So actually, I started off wanting to talk about the two first episodes of Star, but I realized that I might as well write a form of recommendation using the first episode as a ground layer for the recommendation instead, as I've already watched season 2 quite a while ago. Star vs. the Forces of Evil use a short episodic format, sort of like Steven Universe, meaning episodes normally come in 11-minute shorts, but normally airing 2 episodes at one time to fill a 22-minute time slot, serving the more commonly 22-23 minutes format episodes for specials and season finals, leaving us with rather tight and easy to digest episodes, even if a few of the episodes do suffer a little from being just one-off ideas. A certain other show, Friendship is Magic, have spent time slightly poking fun at the princess dream, while also showing us different archetypes of girls, who are nothing like the stereotypical always play nice, cutesy, quiet princess type from a somewhat bygone age. In Star vs. the Forces of Evil, we have Star Butterfly, a princess from a different dimension called Muni, who is anything but stereotypical princess. Star is almost hyperactive at times and have a big thirst for adventure, action and violence, while also embracing cutesy things in the form of her spellcasting looks and more. The show begins with Star finally obtaining the secret family heirloom that grants magic powers to its wielder. Star of course ends up using the magic heirloom to a point of driving her parents mad, and they decide to send Star and the heirloom to Earth, where Star have to take part in normal Earth school while also learning to control her newfound magic powers. Her parents of course hoping that Earth will help Star to better herself. In Earth School, Star meets Marco, a boy who likes to play it safe but wants nothing more than escape the mundanity of school life. The two of them ends up forming a bond and dynamic that feels a bit like what we experience between Ron and Kim from Kim Possible. Yet, in itself, the show manages to shift around the roles of comic relief and straight man between Star and Marco freely, without giving off the feeling of breaking character or coming across as flat. We are also introduced to one of the series' 3 staple villains, Ludo, and his henchmen. Ludo of course wants Star's family heirloom for himself, as it would grant him immense power and make him able to take over the world, and therefore he will occasionally hatch a plan in an attempt to steal the heirloom. And that's the basic gist of Star vs. the Forces of Evil. But it should give you a decent idea of whether or not you would find it worth checking out this rather fresh show. At first the plot is a little basic, but as time goes on, the waters deepen, making the character conflicts more poignant and complex as the plot thickens, while adding more friends to the cast and villains who have deeper goals than just taking over the world. If the first episode got you laughing, then you're going to love this show's humor. And while the intro feels a little out of place and a bit meh at first, it have kinda grown on me over time. So are you going to check out Star vs. the Forces of Evil, or maybe you've already seen it like me? Why don't you share your thoughts in the comment section below and tell me what you think? Do some subscribing and liking too now that you're at it. Anyway, check out my unfiltered Let's Play channel, where I play games with my friends. I also have a Twitter if you like that sort of thing. Bye bye.